There are crazy things happening with agentic AI right now. In the last couple of weeks, all of the massive VC-backed giants in the space have been completely overshadowed by a free, open source tool for building AI agents on your local hardware. And as a result, Mac Minis are selling out fast, and people can't agree on how big of a deal this even is. I am of course talking about OpenClaw, which was formerly known as Moltbot, which was formerly known as Claude-bot. I'm going to make a video soon that goes into more detail about how OpenClaw works and how you can approach it safely. Today, I'm just going to quickly cover some of the basics about OpenClaw, why it has some people really excited, other people really worried, and what it might mean for the future of AI. Let's get into it. Here we are on OpenClaw's website. AI that actually does things, and they're not lying, it does. You get to use whatever messaging app you like WhatsApp, Telegram, or any other app, to actually chat with the agent on your computer. There's a lot of people saying a lot of great things about it, and you can curl this directly onto your computer. So you would have to open up Terminal, paste this in, and watch as Claude-bot or OpenClaw actually downloads to your machine. But you might want to slow down before you just click the download button, and I'll get to the reasons why in a bit. So what does it actually do? It runs on your machine, and if you already have a Claude subscription, then it can use the Opus or Sonnet models on your machine, and you kind of have this orchestration layer locally, which is really, really nice. You can chat with it like a Telegram chat, like one of your friends. It has persistent memory. It can control the browser to go research things for you, which is really applicable. And there's a whole skills and plugins library to teach it whatever you want to teach it. But a concerning aspect is that there is full system access. We'll come back to that. It works with everything. It's featured all over the internet. People are talking about it. And you can click here to go to the GitHub. On GitHub, you could star this repo like the other 167,000 people that have, and you can clone this repo so you can see it locally and dig through the files yourself. So what are people actually building with OpenClaw right now? Let's go to the showcase and find out. Some people are saying that OpenClaw does a bunch of things for them, like manages their calendar, their inbox, creating issues on GitHub, or being able to scrape things from X accounts. There's a lot of things that you could ask OpenClaw to do. The limits are pretty much however you can use your computer programmatically right now. So there's really no surprise that people are excited about it, and that a lot of people are building a lot of real things with it. People are even using it to buy things off the internet or have it book appointments on your behalf. And this is something that the AI world has been missing since it really came on the scene. It's not just a chatbot you can engage with. This can do stuff on your local machine, and it uses LLMs to facilitate that doing. It's pretty cool, and it's exciting to think that AI is moving in this direction, where everyone can actually have something on their local machine that does things for them in a way that just feels a little bit more personal and accessible. Protean Labs did an interesting deep dive with the security behind OpenClaw and some of the things that you need to know before you even install it on your computer. They found that over 1,400 systems had configurations that could leak DNS information. What attackers could do is important for you to know. They could download information onto your computer. They could access API keys that are stored in plain text, and then access your systems that OpenClaw had access to. Those are two major things to consider before you give it your entire life's worth of access. At this point, there's no evidence of widespread exploitation. This research just shows that it's possible, and where there's a will, there's a way. It's only a matter of time before something like this could get out of hand. Remember those skills that I was talking about earlier from OpenClaw? They're all located on Claw Hub, this open source marketplace for skills and upgrades for OpenClaw. Researchers found that there were 341 malicious skills. Now, this is on February 2nd. That's nearly 12% of all of the skills on the marketplace right now. And they're trying to do things like fake updaters for YouTube or fake bots that could do anything from trying to steal your personal information to actually keylogging every stroke on your keyboard. Now, that is a crazy problem that you might accidentally be installing onto your own computer. So let's be clear, you're not worried about accidentally clicking a malicious phishing link in your email. What you're worried about here is your OpenClaw, your bot, going all over the internet, doing whatever it wants, conceivably, and exposing your personal computer's information, every key you've ever typed on your keyboard, to anyone on the internet. That's the type of risk that this could present. But there are ways that you could mitigate these types of risks if you still insist on using this very, very new tool. We're going to be releasing a video soon about how to use OpenClaw safely without actually exposing all of your internal data or your personal information in a way that is sandboxed and maybe more in line with what you would expect and hope a product like OpenClaw could provide. If you need help keeping your company on top of the latest developments in AI, reach out to XRay. We use automation and AI to design secure, time-saving workflows for our clients. You can reach out to xray.tech to learn more and book a free call. For most people, it's probably not worth the risk to build with OpenClaw right now, certainly not anything connected to important or sensitive data, but it's a fascinating glimpse into the future of AI. The progress we're seeing from where ChatGPT was at launch just a few years ago is astounding. We're looking at the beginning of fully autonomous AI that can schedule appointments, order products, and build complex tools for you without needing any babysitting. Most of us will need to wait for a more secure, user-friendly version before we can really dive into this tech, but I don't think we'll be waiting very long. If this video helped you out, like and subscribe to the channel for more AI and automation updates every week. You can also find me and my company XRay by searching for XRay Automation on nearly every social media platform. For now, I've got to go, so until next time, find your focus and stay in flow.